Have you guys ever seen a Pyraminx and how it can turn like that? And then gone over and looked at a Master Morphinx and see how it turns like this, and thought, you know what? I wish there was a puzzle that could do both of those moves.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story, and I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
So this is my all-around Pyraminx. At least that's what I think I'm going to call it as of yet. Unfortunately, there's a thunderstorm going on. I'm not exactly sure if you're going to be able to hear that, but it's kind of annoying because I waited a while for my printer to finish because I didn't want the sound in the background, and then in the end, there's sound anyways. So that's nice. But that also means I can't film outside, which is kind of too bad because I was sort of hoping to do that. But hey, at least I got to film the intro part. So about this puzzle. So this is one of those puzzles, sort of like the Weird Cube, which sort of like, it should exist. Just makes sense for it to exist. And if you haven't guessed yet, this is the combination of a Pyraminx and Master Morphinx. So you can see it can make Master Morphinx moves like that. And then I think these three axes, that one, and that axis. So yeah, it can make those moves, and it can also make Pyraminx moves. That's one tip, two tips, three tips, and four tips. So yeah, that's the type of moves that this puzzle can make. So now I want to talk a little bit about the backstory behind this puzzle. So this puzzle is an idea that I've had for a while. I mean, I'm sure lots of people have had this idea, like, hey, Nathan Wilson's Master Morphinx looked a lot like a Pyraminx. What if it could turn as a Pyraminx as well? And as I've sort of gone through the years in my designing career, I've actually tried to build this puzzle multiple times. This is the first time when I've actually printed it, because all the other times I haven't gone close enough to designing it that I thought it would actually work. Now first off, I would like to give a huge shout out to I can't pronounce it, but the guy who designed the seed puzzle. He's sort of taken the role of mentor. I don't know if I guess you could put it that way. And he helped me out a lot when I was designing this puzzle, with the tolerances and stuff like that, and the actual like mechanism which this thing uses. I wouldn't say that like we co-designed the puzzle. It's a little bit too far, but he sort of helped me out of a rut whenever I got stuck in one. But this puzzle, even though it's functional, like I showed you, it's not perfect. The puzzle can really deform a lot. Like, the pieces can sort of smush together and move into all different shapes. And the movement isn't completely smooth. Like, you can make moves like that if you have your hand holding the other side of the puzzle, but it's going to be really hard if you're going to try to go like that. You can't finger trick it at all. And the Pyraminx moves get really catchy if you try to make one and then make another one. As far as I know, the solving the puzzle isn't that much more difficult than being able to solve a Pyramorphix and a Pyraminx. Okay, so it's been a couple days and I have actually solved this puzzle a lot of times, and it's really fun to solve. It's still not that difficult to solve, as far as like puzzles go. Like, I'd say it's a little bit more difficult than the weird skew. It reminds me a lot of a Curvycopter, but it still has a really unique solve and a really fun solve. So yeah, forget what I just said. But it still has some challenges, and because of the way that I designed this puzzle, you can't really make 90-degree turns on it, so it makes, like, you can technically do it, but you're really forcing the mechanism if you do that. So it's sort of a unique challenge because you have to only do 180-degree turns. Oh, and if you do make 90-degree turns, then you can't make Pyraminx turns. At least, not that I know of. The reason I'm sort of excited about this puzzle, it's not that unique, it doesn't have that interesting of a solve, and it's sort of rattly, so it's not the best puzzle, but the reason that I'm excited about it is because this is the first sort of real twisty puzzle that I've made. Up to this point, all the mechanisms have been simple to the point of where it doesn't really, like, the puzzles aren't really like twisty puzzles. I don't know what I'm trying to get at, but like I haven't designed a puzzle, or I hadn't really designed a puzzle which uses Shell's mechanism or like a combo mechanism before. So this is sort of like the first real twisty puzzle that I've made. And also, the stuff that I learned while I was building this puzzle enables me to make pretty much anything that I can think of now. I haven't completely mastered the art of puzzle designing, and I'm sure there's always more stuff that you can learn, but this is like the first real step in the right direction. And after designing this puzzle, I can finally call myself a puzzle designer with a clear conscience. Anyhow guys, this is the all-around Pyraminx. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions for puzzles that you want me to build, put it down in the comments. Or if you have any suggestions for any type of content I can make. Always nice to have people telling you what content you need to make. Original content isn't cheap. Make sure to like and subscribe and do all the good stuff that subscribers do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, also, one other thing. This is like the first regular build video that I've made in a long time. I mean, not really build video, but product video. So if you guys want to see more of that and less unboxings, make sure to tell me up in the little corner up there. There's going to be a little poll, unless I got really lazy, but there should be a poll right up there. Just click on the little eye thing, and then click on the poll, and click on that, and then if you click on that, then you can tell me if you want me to make more of these videos, and less of the other type of video, or just more of these videos in general, or less content, or whatever you want to tell me. You can also comment below. But yeah.